What's going on, world? My name is Ty. Welcome to my podcast, It's Just Different, where I'm covering sports, social, political issues, everything under the sun. You name it, I talk about it. So I have a very important sports topic to talk about. So we're going to get right into it.
Welcome to It's Just Different with your host, Ty.
Now, if some of y'all haven't been paying attention with Dwight Howard, who I feel that he should still be in the NBA. You know, you can't tell me that there's 440-something players in the world that's currently better than Dwight Howard. I'm not going to believe it. There's nothing you can say to make me truly believe that. Not only do I feel that he deserves a spot on an NBA team, I still truly believe that Dwight Howard can be a very good, vital piece to a championship team. That's how much I think of Dwight Howard, even now in his, 18, 19 season. Be that as it may, Dwight Howard is found a home in Taiwan. He's playing professional basketball over there. And the Taiwanese fans, they embrace him. They love him. I watched a few of his games. You could see the love and admiration they have for him. You could see that Dwight is, still putting in dedication and has hard work and love for this game. And, Dwight finally spoke out against the abuse and the hating from Shaquille O'Neal, and this is what we're going to watch. And I'm going to comment on it as well. And I'm just happy to see that Dwight Howard finally said, enough is enough. I had enough, Shaq. You're just hating on me. You're jealous and you're disrespecting the players in Taiwan, and my teammates that I currently play with. So let's get into it.
I want to talk about something today. Where am I going? Right now, I'm just going to the upper room. Spreading gospel. There's about to be some gospel spread.
He said there's about to be some gospel spread. Take us to church, Dwight. Take us to church. Take us to church. And you notice he said, I want to talk about something today. So it's clearly been in his mind. It's been on his mind, and why wouldn't it be? Talking about 15 years of Shaquille O'Neal just taking shots at him every which way. So let's get back into it.
Yes, it is. I appreciate that. So today we're going to have a little talk about jealousy, the difference between jealousy and hating.
The difference between jealousy and hating. Go in.
Jealousy and hating.
Let's hear it.
This is coming next year, we might, but that's not the topic of discussion today. Today we're going to be discussing someone who had to go online today and make a video about me playing out here in Taiwan. And I want to address it on my live because I usually don't say nothing about none of this stuff. I usually keep my mouth shut. I used to just talk about it amongst my friends and, my family. But now it is getting out of line, so I must say something. So this message is for Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal.
I love this about Dwight. Like I said, enough is enough. 15 plus years of this man, Shaq, just disrespecting him, taking shots at him. And Dwight has always, from what I've seen, took the high road. And hats off to him, because I'm be honest, I don't think I could be able to do that. I'm just being honest with you. I do not think I could be. The way how I am, I'm just too petty. I would have been clapped back. Because that's just what I do. But hats off to Dwight Howard. And I love the fact that, listen, I'm calling you out by name. I'm not doing no subliminals. This ain't no, back in the day with hip hop beef, you gotta, this one said this. I think he's talking about this. Nah. We don't do that. We're going to call your name out and we're going to stand on it. And Dwight, thank you again for finally stepping up to this bully, which is Shaquille O'Neal. Let's get back into it.
So whatever your name is, Shaquille. First thing I want to say is, you gotta stop hating, brother.
Stop hating.
You gotta stop hating.
Stop hating, Shaq.
I never in my life came at you about your basketball career, your family, your kids, or anything of the sort. Because there's no need to. The world is too big to hate on another man. So I've never in my life hated on you as a man, as a basketball player, anything like that. Have I joked about, mimicked your voice? Have I mimicked what I see on TV? Everybody do that. Comedians do that. People do that all the time. And I do it all the time. I do that to everybody. But I do not hate on you. I know I show love to everyone in the world. So stop hating. I saw a video of you talking about me playing basketball in Taiwan. And I'm playing at the Lifetime Fitness League. Do not disrespect my teammates in this league and these people in Taiwan like that. That is highly disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
And it's hating. And you too old to be hating.
Talk to him, Dwight. Talk to him. That's what I'm talking about, man. And I can almost guarantee, right? Shaq is going to probably apologize to Taiwan. He might not mean it, but I'm sure the people that he worked for is going to say, you got to come up with an apology for disrespecting the people in Taiwan. Because it's a business thing. Like I always say, it's business. It's business. The NBA I think they got some endorsements or endorsed by Taiwan. So, they're not going to be too happy about that. So I'm pretty sure TNT is going to have Shaquille O'Neal apologize. As it pertains to Dwight Howard, they're going to go, nah, that's all good. Don't worry about that. You can keep on joking on him. Ain't no problem. But Shaquille O'Neal is going to have to apologize for that. Trust me. Mark my words. Trust me. I've been known to be wrong once or twice, but I'm going to pretty much think that he's going to apologize for this one. And, from what I see in Taiwan, the few games I watched since Dwight Howard's been playing on that team, some of the players on the team, I think can actually make the NBA. I'm not saying they can be all stars but I think they can at least find themselves get on a roster on an NBA team currently. I saw some real good players in the Taiwan professional basketball league. That's just my opinion. And for Shaq to go out and disrespect Dwight and the league in Taiwan and the players that work so hard and put in the work. And we all know, like you said, everybody's not gonna make the NBA. There's players that are probably better than some players in the NBA, and they never made it, and they never got that opportunity to make it for whatever reason, injury, whatever. And I just feel like that's totally irresponsible and disrespectful by Shaquille O'Neal to come out and say that. That's just, but that's Shaq. What do you expect, right? You don't expect nothing different from him.
You too big to be hating. Well, you're supposed to be Superman. The original Superman.
And the funny thing about this whole Superman thing, this is why it's hard not to get into the social and political realm of things with sports, right? I just want to strictly make it sports sometimes, but I look at things and I go, man, look, maybe it's just me, but if for some of y'all who don't know, Shaq is supposed to be the original Superman for basketball. And when Dwight Howard came in the NBA, he somewhat was called that, and he did a slam dunk contest with the Superman cape on, and Shaq's just been hating on him ever since then for whatever reason. You know, it's just, and over the name Superman. So Shaq, you're mad about the name Superman, which you don't even it's a fictional character. It's a white man. You're mad over a fictional white man? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I just don't get it, but I don't want to go in too much on. Matter of fact, I will, but it's going to be later. We're going to finish what Dwight has to say about this.
Shaquille O'Neal, the original Superman, is hating. Huh? The OG Superman is hating.
Talk to him.
Come on, man. We know what you did in basketball. We know how much money you got. You talk about it. We know how much storage you got. We know everything that you have done, Shaquille O'Neal. Stop hating. There's no need to hate.
No need to hate.
You did everything in life that everybody wished that they could do. They want to be Superman. They want to be you. They have wanted to be you. Until they see now how much you be hating on people for no reason.
Want to shed a tear for that. He said, and even with Dwight giving Shaq his props, which he's still doing, he's still addressing the disrespect that Shaq is giving him, right? And he's still giving Shaq his respect. Talking about all his successful business ventures and how there's so many people, including himself, that wanted to be you, that wanted to be you. Now I ain't saying they don't even want to be you no more because you're just so much of an ugly person inside that it turns people away. Where and I could say for myself, I could prove it. Pictures, and elementary pictures and middle school pictures where I've always said Michael Jordan was and is my favorite player of all time, basketball player of all time. Shaq was up there. Like, I was wearing jerseys in school pictures of, taking, how you got to take the school pictures. I was like, I'm rocking the Shaquille O'Neal jersey. That I loved Shaq growing up as a basketball player. I have his cards, some of his, cards in like 92, 93. I'm telling you, I was a big Shaquille O'Neal fan. And I wanted to be Shaq. And I'm only 5'10". I wanted to be Shaq. So Dwight is spitting nothing but facts in here when he's addressing Dwight Howard and still doing it with a level of respect. Man, there's no reason to be hating Shaq. None at all.
You hated on JaVale McGee and almost cost this man his career.
We're going to talk about that because that is straight up facts. The whole JaVale McGee thing, that is straight up facts. I remember when JaVale McGee was on Washington and different other teams, and Shaq would have him on Shaq and a Fool and all those different shows. I mean, it was like every other day. Shaquille O'Neal was making fun of JaVale McGee to the point where JaVale McGee's mother had to come in and say, yo, you better, had to check him. Stop talking about my son. And then Shaq's mother and JaVale's mother, I believe they spoke, and, Shaq and JaVale had to come to a meeting, and then now Shaq said he gave his word to his mom, I'll leave him alone, I'll stop talking about him. But why does it have to get to that point, Shaq? Why does it have to get to you? being the person who you are, millions of people that look up to you, why do they have to see you disrespecting another black man, another black athlete, to the point where his own mother had to come in and say, yo, that's enough. Stop talking about my son like that. And I remember on Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr said that JaVale McGee is nothing like the person he's being perceived as. He said, I remember watching, he said it like Shaq and a fool and things like that, and no team really wanted to sign him because they thought JaVale McGee was an idiot. That's what they thought, based off of what Shaq was doing on that Shaq and a fool. That's crazy. That is crazy. And even Kevin Durant came in and chimed in, was like, yo, you was just big, homie. That's all it was. You ain't had no skill. You was just big. That's it. Again, he was almost cost JaVale McGee his career. It be your own people sometimes. It be your own people, you know?
For what? What is you hating on JaVale McGee for? This man came way after you. He probably grew up wishing he could be like you. But why would I want to be somebody that hate on other people?
Facts.
Come on, man.
Facts.
You were too old and too wise, because I know you, to be hating. And I don't even think that's hating. I think that's jealousy.
Which is worse.
You have no need to be jealous of anybody. Everybody that you hated on and been jealous talked about, they have loved you at some point.
At some point.
And I'm not letting the haters win. I'm not mad. I'm passionate about the stuff that I say. This man called my teammates in this league sorry, basically. He called us a Lifetime Fitness League. This ain't no Lifetime Fitness League. There's dudes here that are taller than me. Everybody's dream and goal was not to just make it to the NBA, and everybody not gonna make it to the NBA. So we don't need people hating on other people because they're not there. Shaq, when you was 37 years old and your 19th year in the league, because this would have been my 19th year in the league, would you have come to Taiwan and played? Would you have come and been in shape? Because I'm 265, I'm not 390 pounds.
Shots fired. He said, yo, in your 19th year, Shaq, would you have came to Taiwan? Yes, Shaq would if he could. He was just out of shape. Now, when people talk about Dwight Howard, because here's the rumor, right, about Dwight, is that he doesn't take the game serious. He doesn't do that, which I never believed that 1 second. For 1 second, I never believed that about Dwight Howard. Shaq, and I love Shaq coming up, but Shaq, you can see it was known he would come in out of shape and this and that and the third. And why isn't Shaq has that attached to his character? You know, listen, we seen, rest in peace, Mamba, the great Kobe Bryant, call him out many of times. And yet, because Shaq is chummy with the media, they protect him, right? They don't want to put that on his resume. They protect him. Dwight Howard's not chummy with these guys, so therefore they just going to tarnish his name and do anything and everything they can do to have a reason of saying this is why he's not in the NBA. And like Dwight Howard said, I'm 265. I've seen Dwight work out, seen his workouts, not personally, but just seen it, on video. He's probably in the best shape of his life that he's ever been. And he's 18, 19 season in professional sports. And again, everybody's not going to make the NBA. We know that. Everybody is not going to make the NBA. So to disrespect the basketball players that are playing in Taiwan, it's just showing the true character of who Shaquille O'Neal is. You know, he seems to always attack black athletes. Another black man that loves to attack black athletes and just bully them for years. I think this is going on probably about 15 years with Dwight Howard. What is going on with Shaquille O'Neal to where he loves attacking black athletes? Why is that? What's going on? You know? But let's get back into it.
I'm 265 and I'm in the best shape of my life. You can come out here and give me 38 rebounds and 38 points and 25 rebounds. You can talk about the points all you want. But you know, Shaq, you know it takes effort to go get rebounds.
Facts.
And I got a whole lot of rebounds in my life.
Talk your talk.
It took effort to do that.
Talk your talk.
A lot of effort to go block shots. A lot of effort to go play basketball for this long. And you don't have no right to be hating. For what? I'm not angry, y'all. I just want y'all to know. I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry. But come on, man. You too old and too grown to be hating on other people. Come on, man. You got kids. We both got kids. Your kids can never go online and say that Dwight Howard hated on my dad in a negative way. Never.
I've never heard.
Well, I joke about how you talk on live and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what people do. You do it. You had a whole show called Shaq and the Fool, where all you did was talk about people and how they played basketball and all the things that they done ever did. You did that to all these people. And now, you still hating? You're not even in the league. Like you about to be a billionaire. Come back and show all these people that you Superman, come back and do it the right way. Ain't no need for you to hate on nobody.
I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better. Dwight, hats off to you. And I appreciate you, bro. And I wish you nothing but more success in Taiwan. And it's the NBA's loss that they think you can't add to a team, which I totally think different. Like I said, I believe that you can bring a lot to a championship team. Any team at that. You know? So I just want, that was it of the video of Dwight Howard. And I just want to talk about Shaquille O'Neal real quick because I always said to myself, man, why does Shaq, whether if it was with JaVale, whether if it was with Kyrie, whether if it was with Dwight Howard and other players, what is it with Shaq where he loves to attack and disrespect black athletes? What is this about? You know, sometimes I used to think Shaq deals with self-hatred. No, seriously. Sometimes I used to think that, like, no, Shaq got some self-hatred going on here, you know? Just by certain things that he said and I've seen him do. And again, it just goes to show that even someone like Dwight Howard said, stop hating. What are you damn near a billionaire, bruh? You damn near a billionaire. Shaquille O'Neal, that is a name that everybody knows around the world. You a billionaire. Damn near. You know? One of the greatest basketball players of all time. Like, why are you hating and on all these other black brothers that looked up to you, that loved you? I remember a few times Dwight was saying, yo, I just hopefully I could learn from Shaq and he'll be able to work with me and different things like that. And Shaq basically said, kiss my behind. Where's this coming from? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I feel like there's some self-hatred going on with Shaq. But this just goes to show that someone in Shaquille O'Neal's position, you can have all the money in the world, make all the money in the world, right? Or align yourself with people, right, that can put you in a position to make a lot of money. And then from an educational standpoint, go to their universities where you receive your doctorate's degree, right? Do other things, get on a national platform and talk and do all those other things, and yet still have self-hatred and a lack of knowledge. Even with the doctorate degree and everything else, and all these other things that he achieved, he still, to me, has self-hatred and a lack of knowledge. You know, when I used to always watch Shaq, and you guys know, when whether if he was during his playing days or when he's now on TNT, he would talk about, he would quote a lot of Greek philosophers and scholars, historians. You hear him, Shaq Aristotle, and yeah, just call me Shaq Aristotle, and call me, Shaq Socrates. I'm like the Socrates with it. I'm like Plato. I'm like this one. I'm like her. And he would always seem to quote European Greek scholars, historians, as creme de la creme, right? Now, here's a man that, again, and he's in a fraternity. I believe Shaq is in a fraternity. And I'm like, is this what they taught him at college? Like, where, because I don't want to diss my fraternity brothers. Love and shout out to them. So, because there's a lot of them that are great brothers. But, like I said, why is he always attributing everything to European culture? European ideology and beliefs. Why everything is Aristotle and, like I said, Plato, Socrates, and this and that. And if you really do research, that's why I always say in my videos, it's important to do your research. If you do your research, all of those Greek scholars will tell you in their writings that in order for them to learn, they had to go to Africa. I'll say that again, just in case if y'all wasn't listening. All of those Greek European scholars that is taught in American schools that we revere, not we, but, with the school systems put up on, creme de la creme and say, this is the standard. If you go and read some books and get some of the writings that they wrote during that time, they all acknowledge Socrates, Plato's, Aristotle, all of them, you name it, Herodotus, all of them. They all acknowledge that they had to go to Africa and learn from African people that was far advanced technology-wise, mathematics, astrology, spiritual concepts, everything. They all learn, and they didn't try to hide this at all. They let it be known. This is where it came from. This is where we had to learn. We had to go to Egypt and learn this. And this was, this is still Black Africans there, right? So I always said, why doesn't Shaq accredit some of those African priests that Aristotle had to learn from? Why doesn't he, say, these are the people that, why does he, you mean to tell me he can get a doctorate's degree in America and never heard of none of these African priests that Plato and them learned from? You expect me to believe that? I don't know. I mean, I don't have a doctorate degree. I don't know what they're teaching at certain schools, but, we do know that they don't really teach all of history, right? And I said, nah, Shaq has to know this. He has to know this. Trust me, he knows this. But he can't come out publicly and say that. You know? But then again, maybe he don't. I don't know him personally. I don't know Shaq personally. I do not know Shaquille O'Neal personally. So maybe he don't know. But again, it goes back to you can have all the degrees, the doctor's degrees, and at a European school, they can help you become a millionaire, almost a billionaire. They can help you shape an image for yourself where you can come off as someone that's approachable and can reach any and everybody on all age levels, race, gender, all of that. And you can still, as a black man, and still have self-hatred and a lack of knowledge. So that's it for the show. It's just different. And if anybody else want to chime in on this in the comment section, hit me up. If you got any other topics you want me to talk about, please feel free. You know, I'm an open book, and I'm going to see you guys on the next show. Peace and love.